Hi, my name is Dominic. We're here at Starbound, and I'll be interviewing Brian today. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
We have a few questions for him. He is an industry expert, scout, and trainer. Can you tell us a little about your modeling background?
Yes, I started as a model at the age of 16, and I traveled the United States and Europe and Canada as a runway model for many years, and I went on to be a talent scout and an agent for Elite Model Management in New York. And I worked there for years until I moved to Florida, where I work as a model for a modeling agency in Florida.
Wow, that's a lot of experience.
Yes.
You have quite the expertise.
Yes.
Okay, wow, thank you. How much has the industry changed since your modeling days?
It's changed a lot in that you see a lot more diversity in the male models that are coming through the industry now. There's a lot more as far as their looks are concerned or as far as their abilities are concerned. It's a lot more diversified and broad-based than it was when I started in the industry.
What was it like back then?
There was more of a one note to the male model. The male model had a specific one look that they had to stick to. And if you would fit into that category, you could do that type of work. Where now there's many more looks and there's many more chances for people to get into the industry than there were when I started. I was pigeonholed right into runway model for most of my career because that's just my look. My look was that of a runway model, and I did fashion work. And models nowadays can do runway and print and commercials. They can do a lot more broad-based things.
So there's a lot of opportunity for somebody maybe sitting at home and watching, thinking maybe I can't do it. You're saying there's a lot of openings.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, definitely.
Okay. When scouting male models, what do you look for? And what makes someone stand out?
Well, the first thing that makes somebody stand out is what's called the it factor. If you have the it factor, then you're definitely going to make it as a male model. And I don't know how to describe what the it factor is. You just have it or you don't have it. But you also look for physicality. You look at bone structure. You look at their height. You look at their proportion of their body. You look at their bone structure. You look at all of those things and take those into consideration when you're scouting a male model, because the whole package is what you're looking for.
Okay. That was very interesting. I had a question for you. I wanted to know, does the walk have anything to do with it?
The walk?
Yeah.
Oh yes, the walk is everything. If you don't know how to walk like a male model, you are not going to make it in the industry at all. And the walk is something, if you don't know it, if you can't do it, it's something that can be taught to you. I started out in training as a male model. I went to a modeling school when I was 15 years old to learn the abilities and learn the things that I needed to know to make it in the industry. So the walk is everything. It's critical to the career of a male model.
Okay. We're going to transition right now to this next question, which fits the bill.
Okay.
What is the best advice you can give to an upcoming male model?
The best advice I could give is, number one, seek out a reputable agency that is willing to work with you and help to develop your talent. Look for an agency that can help to broaden your perspective and increase your abilities and train you in the ways that you need to be trained. See, people think that you don't need training in this industry, and you've got to be trained to do the types of things that you do to do the job, because when you walk in and do a job, you have to know what you're doing right off the bat. And it's a proper agency that's going to help you do that and help you develop and train you and teach you those techniques so that you can be successful in the career.
Yeah, training is key. Most people think they can
Right.
just jump in front of the camera and do whatever it takes. You wouldn't put somebody to be the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers right off the street.
Right. No,
It takes years of training, experience.
Right.
So he's very correct. I also have another question. and this is about stereotypes. Now, is the stereotype true that most male models are gay?
No, not at all. That's a common stereotype that people think that most male models are gay. There are gay male models, there are straight male models. As a matter of fact, the majority of the male models I worked with were straight. It's very common for straight models to work in the industry and be very successful. So that's not a fear that anybody has to deal with. It's something that is not really that prevalent.
Okay. And what does it take to break into the industry?
Number one, it takes desire. It takes a lot of desire. You have to want to work in the industry more than anything else because it's very hard to break into this industry. You have to have determination. Then again, seek out the proper agency and the talent scout to work with you and help you to develop your abilities. Because if you think you're going to make it on your own, you've got a rough road ahead of you. You can't just break into this industry on your own by thinking you can walk into a door and suddenly become a runway model or a print model. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. That's all for now. I want to thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate it. That was a lot of insight, a lot of expertise, and a lot of years of experience. And we hope to have you back sometime soon.
All right,
Thank
great.
you so much.